Hello, culés, and welcome to FC Barcelona Central. I'm your host, Pedro, also known as Orrutio, and this is a place where we talk and breathe everything Barca. Now, what a weekend has been. We are your La Liga champions, the 20th time that FC Barcelona have listed this trophy. And for me, this season has been extra special. And the extra is not just by adding the Spanish Super Cup or La Copa del Rey, but the extra flavor here is that those trophies were won against Real Madrid, our eternal rivals. Now I know we might have fallen short in the Champions League semifinal, but let's be honest. The sensation and the feeling that this team are giving us is just incredible. The present is very bright, and the future, well, the future is nothing short of electric. Just look at our wonder kid, Lamine Yamal. That just 17 years old. He's not just part of the squad. He's the leading force, the leading charge of this team. Some might say this is Lamine Yamal's Barca. So others say that this is Rafinha's year. But for me, this feels like a new era. This feels like Hansi Flick's era. This is Hansi Flick's year, and he's slowly cementing his name alongside the great coaches of FC Barcelona, like Pep Guardiola, Luis Enrique, and Frank Rijkaard. Now, Barcelona won La Liga after a fantastic victory against our derby rivals, Espanyol. And let's talk about that game. We saw what it could be the goal of the year from Lamine Yamal. Now, there's some video online of him practicing that same shot in the warm-ups for that game. This kid is just unbelievable. Also, a very sweet revenge goal for Fermin after having that goal disallowed against Real Madrid. If you guys seen that one, it's still I can't believe they disallowed that goal against Real Madrid. But I just want to talk about the celebrations in Cornellà. Look, I understand being rivals, but the reaction of some Espanol fans and some of their staff is just ridiculous. Like having turned on the water sprinklers as our players went onto the pitch to celebrate. Honestly, I think that's just ridiculous. Like to the night players, the joy of celebrating such a significant achievement because the opposing fans were offended. Where does this end? Like, if we start worrying about every single little thing that might have offended someone, we lose iconic moments like Messi taking off his shirt and holding it high in front of the Santiago Bernabeu, or when Cristiano Ronaldo was flexing his muscles in the Camp Nou. So for me, this reflects a worrying trend in our society. So let the champions celebrate, So but I also do want to focus on the positive. The images of the celebrations back in Barcelona were absolutely breathtaking. Over 670,000 culés flooding the streets, cheering, singing, and celebrating this title all together. That's the spirit of Barca, and that is what it's all about. But I do have some crucial news here for our team. I have some news regarding the leading men of our teams. Now, our sources have confirmed that there have been significant meetings after El Clasico, mainly, between our president, Joan Laporta, and our manager, Hansi Flick. And the outcome is a verbal agreement of 2 years contract extension for Hansi Flick. Now, this is it's a massive news, bringing a much needed stability that shows clear long term vision for the club, with Flick leading the way potentially until 2027 at Spotify Camp Nou. Like, I mean, the word in the street is that this official announcement has been strategically timed. Allegedly, they wanted to have this be announced when the La Liga is secure, but I think within the next week we're definitely going to see Hansi Flick onto 2027. Now, I do want to talk a little bit more about, since we're speaking on the future, I want to talk about the future. Now, let's not forget about our youngster affiliation, our youngster affiliates at Barça Athletic. They played today and they secured a 2-1 victory against Baracaldo, the team Baracaldo. This win puts them at 18 on the Primera Federation standings. This situation is very tight and very complicated. They only need 3 points in their final game against Unionistas to avoid relegation and to stay in the Primera Federación. So let's send this young culés, this young team, our best wishes. Keep our fingers crossed and trust in La Masia. Now, for those who don't know, Primera Federación standings is pretty much third division. You have La Liga, then you have Liga 2, Primera Federación, and Tercera en Segunda Federación. So let's say in a case scenario that Barcelona were to ascend to League 2, to La Liga 2, which is the second, tier of the league in Spain, that's as high as a Barca Athletic can go. There is a rule that no two teams, like no affiliated teams from the same team, can be on the same league. So in a case that Barcelona or Team A is in the La Liga, the Barca Athletic cannot go higher than La Liga 2 if they were to get there. But also, I do want to wrap up with talking about some really important news, important words from our president, Joan Laporta. Following the championship celebration, he announced that he soon will set a date for the new presidential elections. This will make him a top candidate to continue leading our beloved club. And why wouldn't he be? Let's remember that Joan Laporta, this is his second term with FC Barcelona. And with all his years combined at the helm, we have witnessed incredible success domestically and internationally, including multiple La Liga titles, Champions League trophies, and so much more. So, furthermore, like this Spotify deal under his leadership has been a significant financial boost for the club, playing like a crucial role for our stability and the future of this team. I think it will be fantastic to have Joan Laporta as the president when we return to the new renovated Spotify Camp Nou next season. I think his experience and proven track record make him a strong candidate to continue guiding us through this whole exciting new chapter. Now, I don't know who other candidates are gonna be running for the presidency, but we shall see. So there you have it, coolers. Here's an incredible week of highs, a very few frustrations, but ultimately a testament of our strength and the spirit of Barcelona. So I want to know, what are your thoughts on this celebration? Are we excited about Hansi Flick's potential contract extension, or what are our hopes for Barca Athletic? Please let me know in the comments below. So thank you guys for joining me on this first episode of FC Barcelona Central. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and for more Barca news, please hit that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. Visca Barca, and I'll see you next time.